Hi, and welcome back to Focal Point AFR Talk. Brian Fisher is my name. Great to have you in the conversation. 888-589-8840, number to call if you want to join the conversation. 888-589-8840. Mentioned at the top of the program, you know, one of the things you clearly see in the Bible is that marriage is good. Marriage is God's idea. Marriage is God's design. He designed sex. Sex is a gift from God. It's his idea. God is not against sex. He is for sex, but he has designed it to be used exclusively in the married relationship between a man and a woman. That's its place. That's where it's designed to be exercised. You know, our culture recognizes that, by the way. This is sort of an aside, but, you know, every culture needs to know where sexual expression is legitimate, where it is approved, where it has society's sanction, where it has society's approval. And that clearly, despite all of the brainwashing, all of the indoctrination of the left, it's still the married relationship. You never read about some kind of a scandal that involves a man having sexual intimacy with his wife because there's no scandal there. Everybody recognizes that's appropriate. That's the arena for it. That's the place where it can occur with society's complete approval. So despite all of the sexual revolution and all that, the only time you have a sexual scandal is when somebody is having sex with somebody to whom they are not married. That's where the scandal comes. So anyway, so God is for sex. He is for marriage, a couple of his best ideas. And God says that marriage is good. Remember what he said to Adam in Genesis 2:29, it is not good for the man to be alone. Now remember, this is in Genesis 2. It goes all the way through Genesis 1, and everything is good. Day 1, it's good. Day 2, it's good. Day 3, it's good. Day 4, it's good. Day 5, it's good. Day 6 is good. Then he gets to looking at Adam as he's naming the creature, and he says, look, something is not good here. It is not good for the man to be alone. Now, what does it mean when he says it's not good? That means it's bad. It's bad for the guy to be alone. It is better for him to have a companion and a helpmate and a partner for life. And so he creates Eve. So marriage is good. It's designed by God to be good. Now, I've often said this, that things are not true because they are in the Bible. They are in the Bible because they are true. And if they're in the Bible because they are true, then we are going to be able to find confirmation about what the Bible affirms in research, in history, and science, and that kind of thing. And here's a piece from yahoo.com, their news site. Marriage is healthy for the heart. That's the heading of the piece. This is from AFP, which is the French version of Associated Press. Being married makes for a healthy heart, while being divorced or widowed is linked to higher rates of cardiovascular disease, according to a study of 3.5 million people released on Friday. The study is the largest of its kind to show how heart health is linked to marital status and was presented at the American College of Cardiology conference. So this is peer-reviewed. This is solid medical research. This is solid biological research. This is solid scientific research. This is not coming from the Family Research Council or the American Family Association. This is from the American College of Cardiology. The findings show that marriage may have important implications for vascular health, said lead author Carlos Alvear, cardiology fellow at New York University Langone Medical Center. And then it contrasts this with people who are divorced. You know, God says in the Bible that he hates divorce. I hate divorce. Now, we need to be clear here. God's not saying I hate divorcees. No, I don't hate divorcees. I hate divorce. And the reason God hates divorce is because of what it does to people. And if you've experienced it, if you've been a victim of divorce, if you grew up in a household where you as a child were a victim of divorce, if you love somebody, you care for somebody, you have somebody in your immediate family, your extended family who has been a victim of divorce, you see the ravages of divorce. You witness it. You see it with your own eyes. It is a killer. And that's why God hates it. He hates it because of what it does to the people that he loves. And here's what this report said at the American College of Cardiology. People who were divorced had a higher likelihood of any vascular disease, abdominal aortic aneurysm, coronary artery disease, and cerebrovascular disease when compared to single people, according to the study. So here's another reason why God is not in favor of divorce. It harms people's health. It's damaging to their vascular health. The report goes on, as married people are more likely to help each other stay healthy by making sure their spouses eats well, exercise, take medication, help in attending doctor's appointments, married people tend to have less risk for heart disease. Researchers were surprised to see that the health association was strongest in people under age 50. The association between marriage and lower likelihood of vascular disease is stronger among younger subjects, which we didn't anticipate. In this group, marriage was linked to a 12% lower odds of any heart or artery disease. Ages 51 to 60, the rate was 7% lower, and 61 and older, 4% lower. So anyway, science confirms marriage is good for you. It is good for the heart. Well, let's go to the phones. Let's grab a call from Patricia in Little Rock, Arkansas. Patricia, welcome to Focal Point. What's on your mind?
Hi, Brian. Thank
Hi.
you. The movie.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
I had intended to go see that last week, and walking into it, I decided to go see God Is Not Dead. I saw that first. Anyway, that was excellent. It was wonderful. Noah, the only thing I could see connected to the Bible was his name was Noah, and there was water. That was it.
You're like an earlier caller we had. At that point, once you get Noah and once you get the water, then after that, man, it just takes off from the scripture and goes who knows where.
And that was like one of those survival things when the earth's been destroyed already, and then these people are trying to maintain life. To me, the biggest danger was, and I made myself watch the very end. I would have gotten up if it hadn't been connected to the Bible. I've been supposedly connected to the Bible, but I wanted to see exactly from beginning to end what they did with it. If it ever came close, it never came close. To me, the danger was for people who did not know the Bible. If you take, in their mind, they might tend to think that's the real thing.
Yeah. And that's probably the danger there, Patricia. They think because it's based on the Bible, then in their minds, this is probably going to be their version of what happened in the flood.
Oh, and it was so wrong. You know, those rocks rising up and supposed to be the fallen. It's just, even the people who went into the ark, he didn't take the same makeup. You know, Noah's wife, 3 sons, and their wives. That wasn't even, wasn't even there.
Well, and it's really clear. I think two of Noah's sons didn't have wives, right, in the movie on board the ark?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, and see, the Bible is very clear that there were 8 souls that were saved in the ark: Noah and his wife, and his 3 sons and their wives. So right there is just a major departure from the biblical narrative.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen. Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate the call very much. Thank you. Let's grab a call from Jamie, New Albany, Mississippi. Jamie, welcome. What's on your mind?
Hey, I had a chance to see Noah Saturday. I took my family, my 9-year-old daughter, my husband, and my mistake, I didn't read up on it or anything. I really thought it was just going to be a retelling of the Bible story.
So you were expecting to see a movie that was faithful to the biblical text.
Yes, I was completely blindsided.
All right, so tell me what your reaction then. What was going on as you watched the movie unfold before your eyes and ears?
Well, I'd expected, the biggest part I was concerned about was the actual flood part, letting my daughter see that part. But I was okay with it, because that is in the Bible. But as we start watching it, and thank God, I was able to see the parts that weren't biblical. And I just sat there. It felt like I felt betrayed. I felt it was like a punch to the stomach. And most of the movie, I sat there, leaning over to my daughter saying, that's not in the part of the Bible. That was just made up,
Yeah.
And halfway through the movie, me and my husband decided to walk out.
Is that right?
Yeah, we told the manager at the theater, that they should have a sign up there or something saying, and maybe it wasn't our fault. Maybe we should have read up on it. But, I mean, I asked her if she could put a sign saying this is not a retelling of the biblical story. This is, they took a whole lot of liberties and they went way left field with it.
Well, that's interesting, Jamie, that you went into that thing kind of not really having heard much about it, read much about it, and then kind of watching it develop. I mean, you weren't preconditioned. You were not in there preconditioned to have problems with that movie because you had not read a negative review about it. You hadn't read anything that said, look, you're going to be disappointed when you show up. So it's striking to me that you were so disappointed enough that you walked out halfway through because that wasn't preconditioning. That wasn't somebody telling you this is going to be a terrible movie. It's going to depart. You saw that develop as you watched it yourself. All right, Jamie, listen, I appreciate the call. Thank you for that. So pretty much thumbs down on the Noah movie so far from those that have seen it. So we'll take some more calls in the next hour, 888-589-8840. Those of you that are on hold, if you can just hang on, we will get to you coming right out of the break. One other health note as we head toward the news break, story here about this anti-aging growth hormone. This is from yahooagain.com. Injections of growth hormone, a staple of anti-aging hormone replacement therapy, may have the opposite effect as intended, thwarting a person's quest to live to an advanced age. So this hormone therapy might wind up killing you. This anti-aging hormone therapy might wind up killing you. Well, I figure, if it kills you, it keeps you from getting old. So maybe it's working better than they know. Focal Point AFR Talk. We'll be back after the news. Stay with us.